Welcome to the Pop and Tam Show today and our excellent adventures. Pertaining to the nation. Look, I remember.
Holy cow, you remembered it all.
Yep. So this is unscheduled. We just wanted to kind of come up with something really quick because a lot of you probably wondering where the heck we've been.
Daniel's on, so hi, Daniel.
Yep. So we forgot to bring the.
iPad.
Yep. So I have to click on here. So it's my turn to do the clicking.
How about that?
I'm the official clicker today. So we're actually sitting here on the coast. Marine layer starting to burn off. We're at the world famous Fred's. We've done lives from here before when we're in the
Huntington Beach area.
yeah. I keep wanting to say Santa Monica, and I don't know why.
Well, we were
But
up in Long Beach this morning.
so just kind of letting you know, we came over here because our kids are one of our daughters is they went over to Catalina for a week for the next couple of days, so we're babysitting the kids. So
They're in school right now.
oh, Daryl S is in the house.
Hey, Daryl.
There's Pawamoto coming from
Hey, how about
Florida.
that?
Yep, he says you guys, Florida's missing you. Yep, we'll be out there in February. We'll be heading that way. And I want you got to keep watching Pawamoto when we do our stickers. I don't know. I kind of wrote you today, but it was a reply of a reply. Didn't know if you've seen it or not. But we got the sticker board there, and your big Pawamoto stickers. They're kind of like
Fun.
in the middle there. So we'll be showing those in the
And
next
Phil,
week or
George is
so
on.
to show that. Phil's in the house. Glad to be back to the States. And then George is in the house. There's Rick. Hey, you two, next
you
Monday
feeling?
about the time
Did you
I'll
get
be
your
in.
driver's license?
Who?
Rick.
He said he was, he got cleared the other day. You didn't see it, I guess.
Very good.
He wrote on there and said he got cleared and he's ready to go. So he's getting ready to go to hitting Daytona. So be careful out there since you've had some issues and be careful. So that way we see you come springtime when we get
Yep.
down there to Daytona. So that'll be kind of neat. There's Pawamoto. I'll be at Biketoberfest. A shout out to Pawamoto. Yep, Pawamoto's a great guy. He does some great videos and he does more of the crotch rocket style videos. But it's a really neat channel and he does a lot of shorts. And, so yeah, we highly recommend you guys to go check him out if you haven't on YouTube. And pretty nice guy. And so we didn't do Myrtle Beach this year. I'm kind of glad I didn't go. The fall rally, just for the fact that it sounded like it wasn't as much as, which I've said this all along. Fall rallies kind of suck a little bit because of the fact that it ends up being that, less businesses are open. This year, Barefoot Landing wasn't open. And if you've been watching us on our Facebook page, I actually told you why. Last Saturday, 2 days ago, today's Monday, Saturday, they had a big Oktoberfest pumpkin thing and all this stuff going on, family stuff going on there instead. So that
The whole parking lot.
yeah. So that overrided us motorcycle people. So it's kind of sad. Motorcycle wise, we're getting that they sold about 89 motorcycles. So I think overall, Pig Trail Harley, I think they broke the 100. So they sold more bikes over there in a less amount of time. So that's kind of nice. But one thing we did hear that somebody stole a CVO motorcycle from the Harley dealer. We kind of warned them last year about that when we were there, that we told them that they had a lot of the bikes had keys hanging on them. So, you could just jump in it. The bomb was on it. You could, boom. I said, and they leave them at night. And I don't know if the bike was stolen during the day, if it was stolen at night. They're supposed to have security there at night. That's all we know at this moment, but that a bike did get stolen.
Myrtle Beach was where the one guy, he had left his bomb in the back. I think that was Myrtle Beach too. He got his bike stolen.
Oh, Rowan's on from
Australia.
Yep. Glad you're in. And there's a Pawamoto giving us some hearts. There's David Eastwood. He's in the house. So we thought we'd just do this afternoon thing because we haven't been doing any Sunday videos. So you guys have been wondering, where the heck are those guys at? Actually, nobody actually asked us where the heck we've been. So we've been kind of working in the shop, getting all that done. We got over here. We're working on a video. We're going to give you the best of and tell you some great stuff about bikes, blues, and barbecue. I'm working on that video now. We're going to start we're going to do another one on Ocean City, kind of telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly about that. We'll talk a little bit about where will Ocean City be going. A lot of you have already sent us emails and stuff. We already kind of knew about it. That Chase, our big contact, he's been on our channel several times. He's a promoter. He was doing stuff with Thunder Beach Productions, and he's no longer with them at this time. And he actually had some charges brought against him. We're not going to say a whole lot about it, just for the fact that, you're innocent until proven guilty. So, we don't know all the whole story, so we're not going to say a whole lot about it. But we just know for sure that in Panama City this year, they're not going to have any of the big concerts. And one guy wrote me and said, that kind of sucks. And he said, I haven't been there since they had the big concert, so it'd be like going back to the old bike road. Oh yeah,
You won't be missing
yeah.
nothing.
So the big concerts are nice, but it's like I always tell people, if you're only going for the concerts, you should probably go to a different event. You go to Las Vegas or go to LA or go to New York or someplace where they got big
The big
concerts at.
city.
Yeah, and go see some good concerts, sit in a nice, comfortable seat and enjoy it.
'Cause
Concerts,
most of the rally concerts, you have to stand.
and so with concerts, I like the concerts there, but it's not like I'm not going to schedule my day and make sure I go to that concert. If I've got something I want to do, hey, I'm doing a great ride and the concert's going to start before I get back. Too bad. The ride was more important to me than going on to see the concert. But if it's there, well, like this year with the Buffalo Chip, we did a lot of stuff with them because we were on the property. So we did stay and watch most, well, not all of them. We only seen a couple concerts all the way from start to finish. We actually only seen two. That was all the way from start to finish. We've seen a lot of different ones start, but it's like when you're standing. Well, here we got to sit in the golf cart at least, so it was a little bit better.
So welcome, Salty Badger. He said he's new to our channel.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we appreciate you coming on for
welcome to the Patine Nation. That's what we call you guys to watch us.
Yeah,
so.
and that's a whole long story. You got to go back and look at that at another time. So we got a lot of time. I've done some cleaning up in my Patreon channel. We got some more stuff we're going to be putting on Patreon. We're going to have a little bit of stuff on, Topless Tuesday and stuff like that, but we didn't have any access to that. The video, actually, I couldn't believe we actually talked to somebody yesterday that was actually there, and they tried to tell the crowd that we made over $25,000 off of our video. No, I thought he said 25,000. And well, even 2,500 was more than we made on that video. Maybe all my videos together, I might have made on 3 years of doing videos out there. I might have made that totally on that. But it's like people don't realize that, which somebody was asking that the other day. Somebody we ran into said, I quit watching you guys because you seem like you always talked about money all the time. Here's how this works. Actually, this video you're watching right now, I'm making nothing on it because we scheduled it here and I can't post the first commercial till after the video's over. So we're making nothing on this video, which is fine because we're here to give you
guys.
Yeah, we're getting you some information out to you. But typically, if you watch a video from start all the way to the end, you click out of all the commercials, we make a quarter of a penny. And if you watch all the commercials, we make 4 cents. So it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of views to make any real money. And if you look at a channel, you might look at somebody and say, wow, they have 100,000 views. Well, if everybody clicked out in the first 10 seconds, I made more money than them on a video that I did, an 8-minute video, and most of you watch all the way through the end. And it might only been 10,000 people watched it. So it's kind of like when we looked for last month, the one that made the most money for me, which was really shocking, was the one we did at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue before we got there, that we had a special guest on. So I don't know if everybody came on thinking not knowing who they're going to have, but we made actually $146 off of that video. But then there's other videos out here I've made like $3 on. So, you don't really see, when people talk about it, they think that a YouTuber's making a lot of money. If I was Mr. Beast, yeah, it'd be a different story. Yeah, we'd be making $1 million, but we don't make that kind of money. We are very comfortable. No, we're very lucky that we do have a lot of people that do want to sponsor us now. So we're getting some sponsorships. We're getting a lot of the campgrounds and things like that are sponsoring us. So that kind of makes it nice to justify the money, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't understand.
We're not doing it to try to get rich. We're doing it just to cover our expenses. That's the only reason we're looking to get any money.
Yeah. So it is what it is. And somebody might say, we did get a new truck today. No, yesterday. Friday. Saturday. Got a new truck, not a new truck. Got a 2021 Ranger, not to pull the trailer. But the problem is, we've got people, wow, you guys had a lot of cars, because you seen the Mustang the other day. Well, that's got 136,000 miles on it. She's had that since 2002. I have a red Ford Ranger. Some of you might have seen that in a video. That's got 176,000 miles on it. We have a 2004 Ford Expedition, and that's got about 176,000 miles on it. And then my truck now has got up to about 125,000 on my diesel. So the idea of my diesel was supposed to last me a lifetime. And doing all these trips here, not just doing, we've made now 3 complete trips, and a couple times we've done 2 trips completely all year round, going down to Florida and back and Sturgis and back and all that. We've racked all those miles up. So the idea is we needed to get something that we could be more dependable. Come over here and visit the kids in California. We got another daughter over in Kansas now. She moved over there. and to where we can go up to Vegas or wherever we need to go, have something a little more dependable and gets a little better gas mileage. Right now, running around the city combo, we're getting about 23 on it. So, got a V6 turbo. Had 18,000 miles on
The
it.
V4, or it's a
It's a 4-cylinder.
yeah.
I said 4-cylinder.
You said V6.
No, it's a 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder turbo. Which I'm not real fond of, but we found a dealer here, Gallopin Ford, up in LA, that actually certifies the vehicles. So I got a 100,000-mile warranty on the motor and the transmission, which is great. We've still got another whole year of the 36,000-mile warranty, and then after that, I get another 12,000-mile warranty that they put on top of the truck too. So it's kind of makes me feel a little bit better because this truck, we were kind of thinking about leasing something, but you never know how many miles you're going to drive. So let's see what everybody's been saying. Since I've been rattling off here.
Yeah.
There's Brian.
Right, son.
Steve, shout out from Kingman. You guys both look great. Yep, Steve, do you live in Kingman?
I guess he does.
And
he might be the guy we saw in the Harley dealer that one time a couple years ago. Are you the guy that saw us at the Harley, the Mother Road?
Oh, George said he didn't want to bother us. He figured needed some downtime, and looking forward to Ocean City, Maryland, and the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue video. We got some
more.
Yeah. And there's Pawamoto, #1 with the motorcycles. There's Larry Bevins.
Yep, we met him.
In the hood. We
saw him out at Sturgis. We sat down. We were waiting for our pizza. Remember, he was there. Got to see him. His son came with him.
You guys are all over the place. When do you sleep? Weren't you just in? No, Myrtle Beach was a highlight video from this year. Well, it was from this year.
Oh.
But so we try to do that just to
promote the rally that's going on. Even though we're not there, we still want to want you guys, if you're going to want to go or you're going, give you something to look at either before you get there or see where you want to go and what you want to do.
If you skip the ad straight away, the algorithm turns you into a bat as well. So YouTube can rip people off. Yeah. There's MRH back.
Hey.
The guys, oh no, Tam's in a jacket. The sun's not out yet. We got marine layer. Anywhere else in the world, you call it fog, but here in California, they call it marine layer.
I guess it looks a little blue behind us.
Yeah, you can kind of. It's good. We took our daughter up to Long Beach. They went over to Catalina Island. Craig's in the house.
When are you guys coming down to
so
Arizona?
We'll give you a little bit of tidbit of some information about what's going on coming up. So what we've got going on, we've got we may be going to Sturgis in the next week or two. We'll know about that here later this week. Looks like we're going.
Well, just don't say nothing.
And we'll see what happens with that. And so we're still staying in Kathmandu and all that kind of stuff. So that's not going to change no matter what Chip says. But what else we got going on now is we are going to be broadcasting for 5 days from the SEMA show in Las Vegas. It's one of the largest conventions
You're going to say nothing about that till you
too late. So we're going to be there.
He tells me don't say nothing.
Well,
blabs.
Well, people want to know what we're doing, where we're going, if there's anything going to be going on, and then
the end of
October, first week of November, that last Friday, we'll be there in Vegas. If anybody's coming out to Vegas, let us know. Maybe we can do dinner. We won't be there the whole time. There's a lot of stuff. First off, I start off with a 45-minute walking tour, which I figured you weren't probably going to go on that. They're going to take you around, show you all this. They've got some breakfasts set up that they're going to sponsor us for. Kind of neat. Never been there. Heard a lot of things about it. And I thought, what the heck? Let's contact them and see what they say. So they approved us to go, and so we're going to cover that. And the reason
But they had to have our marriage license.
Well, for her to come. Well, she's not really an employee. This is just my YouTube channel. I do all the editing. I do all the work. Taxes come out of I pay the taxes out of my funds. She doesn't. So she's just here for moral support.
Tag along.
Yeah. So they even though her name's Tam's in the thing, they still wanted a marriage license to prove she goes. So besides that, we've got coming up in January, we'll be going to the Mecum auction again. We may be having some guests coming out during that. We're still waiting to hear from them. If not, I may have 2 more passes for people to come in. So if they don't want to go, so we just sent all that information off the other day, which that should be approved at all because we're already set up with Mecum auctions to go to any of their events and free reigns. And the reason we do that, get permission, is because I want to make sure I can bring the cameras in. Because see, if you're not a media source approved, you're not allowed, you know, you can take a picture with your phone and stuff like that, but you can't be running around with cameras and stuff filming because they're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Plus, with the media on it, when we start talking to people, because there's some really neat things going on. They're actually taking a rat rod, I believe, and they're going to turn it into a electric run vehicle in 3 days. So they have all this great stuff that's going to be going on. So we'll be showing you all kinds of different things, and so it's kind of neat. So that's set up for in January. So that'll be going on. So that just gives you guys some idea of some of the things we got going on. I called Kathmandu this past week, booked my camp spot for our next year. There you go. Phil's coming into the house.
See you, Phil.
Tam's eyes rolled. It said it all. And we will be in Arizona this winter. We'll make it a couple days trips to Vegas. Now we don't live in Vegas. So
he knows. He's been to the shop too.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that came out.
Okay.
Right after Emory.
So just to let people know that, so we'll be home for a couple of weeks. Well, just depending on Sturgis, what they're going to do. I got to make a phone call next day or two and talk to them one more time, and we'll see what happens there. And then we'll be making maybe a big super announcement in January about the Buffalo chip. Not that we're staying there. We're still staying at Kathmandu. That's a deal we made. I never go back on what I said. But if I have to go and do work at the chip, which we're going to film everything anyway, so it's not going to be anything really different. But there could be a second channel that we have. We may be growing. A lot of people do that. A lot of people have, Adam's got that, so he's got his trucking channel, and then he's got his vendor YouTube channel that he's vendor channel. But I think he kind of mixes them together. I don't know if he's still doing both of them or not, but he was there for a while. But that's like Mr. Beast. We heard him the other day. He's got 3 channels going on. I'm not a Mr. Beast fan. I mean, I don't follow him. It's kind of neat to go back if you want to see it. He's the only YouTuber I think in the world that's making over $1 million a year, and so he's the most successful. But you know, this guy throws money around like there's no tomorrow. But he's making so much money. The money he probably throws away, he's getting that back again. Plus, sponsors and things like that. That all helps with expenses and able to give away stuff like that. More tea?
I was going to. Just got it out.
Like,
didn't see me.
So we're here at Fred's.
Huntington Beach,
Keep wanting to say Santa Monica, and I don't know why. My daughter used to live in Santa Monica. And so we're here just babysitting the kids, and they're in school. So we snuck down here. Actually took our daughter up to Long Beach, and they took the ferry over to Catalina Island. Never been there in their whole life. They've lived here for, I guess almost 20 years probably. How long they've been married?
Well, Landon's 17, so they've been married 16 years.
Yeah, but, they lived here a couple years before that. So yeah, about 20 years they lived here and never went to Catalina Island. Looks like everybody. We used to live in St. Louis, and we go, hey man, have you been to the Arch? Arch, where's that at? You been to the zoo? No, it's like here. When we lived here in California, we lived here for 17 years, and we'd talk to people, and they're like, we'd say, oh man, we're going down to the beach this weekend. Oh, we've never been to the beach. Well, how long have you lived here? Our whole life. And they're like 40 years old, and it's like, you have never, well, they driven by it, but they never got onto the sand and walked in. Oh, we only do swimming pools. I mean, to go to the beach, they got, like out here in Huntington Beach, they've got fire pits and stuff that I don't think you have to rent them, but you have to get to them first come, first serve. And the big giant ones, you can have a big old monster bonfire out here at night and stuff. I think the beach is open till 10 or 11 o'clock. They close it. And they have all kinds of stuff. They have an air show that's out here. We've never seen that. They have a parade and stuff coming down here. So we're on the historic.
They have a big, giant 4th of July parade. So that's a big deal down here in Huntington Beach.
Yeah, the hills would be nice this time of year. Yes, it would be. We haven't seen fall colors in I don't know how long. And the last time we ended up going back to St. Louis during the fall, the frost had come and killed all the leaves. So you only got to see them on that one great time.
When we went to Sturgis last year, when we we flew into Denver and then drove up, the leaves were changing and it was beautiful. And I was like, man, when we go back down there, because we flew out of Denver, I said, I want to take a bunch of pictures. Leaves were all gone. By the time we got down, we were gone a week.
So, Rick, I believe Mexi Philly, Eli is going to be doing the rallies down in Daytona and Panama City, because I think when we talked to him that he was going to go to do those on his own. And I think the other small rallies he's had going on that he's letting
Vicky, Highway Vixen.
Yeah, Highway Vixen Vicky, she's doing those for him. Because she's starting to sell the banners and stuff on her website and stuff like that. So she's been doing those. So those, because their house I think they live in is in Texas, Mexi Philly. And so last I heard, she's doing okay from the surgery and stuff, but she's really not going to, he's hoping by February, March of Daytona Spring Rally, Bike Week, that she'll be back out and we'll be able to all see her and all that kind of stuff. So keep praying for her. And last I heard the surgery, well, we probably should call him this week since we're not real busy. We could call him and see what he's up to and make sure everything's going all right.
He's doing okay.
But the last time I'd seen it on Facebook, he had said they were doing all right. But if you're thinking about buying some headbands, go on the website and buy some, help support them. They had money put away. They've had a lot of investments and done very well in it. But down there in Mexico, they have to pay
It's
for
all
everything.
cash.
Yeah, you got to pay everything cash. So I have no idea what this costs. He didn't tell us. But I'm probably figuring it's probably close to $100,000 they probably spent down there. Because it probably here in the States, it probably been $500,000 probably to have it done. So figure it could even be more than that. I'm not saying he never said
We have
anything.
no
I never
idea.
asked. He just told us that that's what he's doing is they had a lot of investments and stuff and they're cashing that stuff in. And she was very good with it. Pam was going to sit down with her. She's very good with the stock market. Has done very, very well with it. She's very smart in doing that. So it's kind of neat. So hopefully they're all doing good still. We haven't heard anything bad about it. So keep praying for them and hoping for the best. And hopefully by Daytona Bike Week, she'll be back out there smiling and selling them headbands. So pretty good. So we'll have to see how it all goes. Somebody just wrote a big bunch. There's Rowan again. When I get the count wins and have a house built, I might have to bring you guys over for a riding holiday. Oh, all right. Never been to Australia. That's what she always wanted to go to Australia, but main reason she wanted to go to Australia is because she wanted to see a baby kangaroo. And a couple years ago, here you go.
Rowan.
Maybe you know this. These people had a baby kangaroo as a pet. And I don't know. I think it was illegal. They said they found it on the road.
I know. I said,
Yeah.
where did you get a baby kangaroo? And they're like, oh, we found it.
No, you didn't find no baby
in
kangaroo
Sturgis,
jumping down.
South Dakota.
So she got to hold it and took pictures with it, and you got to give them $1 for it. So it was worth $1.
I know. And I said, can I hold it? And they're like, for $1. And I'm like, give him $1, give him $1.
So Rex said he didn't have to pay anything. But typically, well, that's true because in Canada you've already got the in-house insurance and all that. So typically they've got insurance, I think, for the states. But when you go across the border into Mexico, like we've gone down, we've never had any medical stuff done, but we've gone down there and bought prescriptions and stuff like that down there. Save a lot of money. You don't have to. A lot of your drugs you buy over the counter stuff, which you couldn't buy here over the counter. Like we had. Like Tylenol. We had like Tylenol 600 or 800 milligrams. You just buy that over the counter there. They have a lot of things that you can buy there. Like we went down there because of the COVID virus and all that. We got our oxycodone, whatever.
Hydrochloroquine.
Yeah, that's it. Got that. Got our Z-Packs. Got our histamine spray. Got all that with no prescription or anything else. Just walk up, you hand them your money. And which if we could have got it in the States, if our doctor would have wrote a prescription for it, which he wouldn't, we probably would have paid about $20 for all of that. Well, we ended up paying $60 each. It's $120 for the whole package. We thought when traveling, if it did get it, we gotta go down there.
We wouldn't have to go to an urgent care or nothing like that.
So it has been done here, but the males get
aggressive.
Yeah. 38 degrees here in Delaware. This morning.
I bet you got a jacket on.
Might need heated gear next Monday when we ride to Daytona. Yep. Yeah, because here it's a little cooler. We were yesterday. We went to the game. No, the day we picked up the car. We were up a little bit farther up the coast of California. We were in
Saturday. It's the North Hills, but it's real close to like Thousand Oaks up in that area.
103 degrees at about 3:00 in the afternoon. So here today, we're supposed to now we're on the coast. It's always cooler on the coast. It's supposed to be about 81 here today. That's what they're saying for Huntington, but it could be a little bit more in the city of Huntington. Huntington Beach, you got to watch it. You ever ride your motorcycle? They do give tickets for loud exhaust. That's one of the.
I wonder if they're going to start doing that for loud stereos.
I don't know.
The stereos are louder than the pipes. Indra's on. She's also Indra and Rowan. We need to get together. She's in Australia too, I believe.
Oh, is she?
Yep. There's June.
Yep. And
what did she say? Thanksgiving
and cool up here.
Yep.
And so yeah, we're back home. I don't know what today's supposed to be, but we didn't really have any 100. Did we have any 100? I guess we did have a little bit of 100-degree weather, about 101, 102, but mostly 90s. So, but we had some really great cool mornings. That's where I got a lot of work done. We had a couple days that were just in the 80s, to where we were there pretty much all day long. We rearranged the garage. You guys seen the video. We moved the boat over and did some cleaning up the garage and stuff. So we're getting really close. Emery HVAC is going to come out and help us with the air conditioner unit to put in. He gave me a little more time now. So he's going to come out in the
December.
yeah, so in December. So it gives me a little more time to cut my box out.
13th,
Maybe we'll paint the back wall and stuff, do some painting back there and paint everything all up. So I don't have to do it.
We're almost done.
Yep, we're getting very close. Bathroom, I should hopefully in the next week or so, just depending on Sturgis, we get up that way or not. Need to get up there. We may get. I should get the bathroom finished. That's my goal for the next couple of weeks. Get the shower finished. At least get. Cause I'm thinking now. Oh, I don't know if Emery HVAC's on. Do you see those new split units that actually fit into the ceiling? They actually fit between the beams.
The Raptors.
Yeah, I'm thinking about one of those for the bathroom, but I probably need a pretty small one, maybe like one that runs on 110, and because I could run it to a plug that I've already got down. So something I'm thinking about. Cause I seen it the other day. It popped up on my Facebook page that they got a new one now. I don't know if it's Mr. Cool. I don't know who makes it. Didn't see, but. Okay, AC and heat by
91
20
degrees.
So Emery says AC and heat by 2024.
That's what he said.
Yes, calling cassette. Bill's on. Bill Turner is in the
Okay,
house.
he's up in Washington State.
Yep.
Tony Huffman's on. How you doing, Tony?
And not a whole lot on today. We just wanted to kind of come on and let you guys know we are still alive. We're not too busy, but it's just a lot of things going on. We yesterday we spent most of our time. What did we do Sunday?
Went to soccer games.
Oh yeah, went to
And then
soccer
we went
games.
to go talk to Michael.
Yeah, went and talked to one of my friends, and that we haven't seen in a while. So went and talked to him. And by the time we got done there, it was like 5 o'clock. Back to our daughter's house, she barbecued and everything. So
Son-in-law smoked ribs.
he likes to cook, and so we had all that. And so we didn't do anything then. I don't remember what happened last Sunday. Last night, I think we worked in the garage in the morning, and we just got to the point where I just didn't feel like doing a live the Sunday before. And with football games and all that going on, I don't know if we'll set up a different day or not. I might do a Saturday night because I know the monkey, he does his on Friday nights. We could maybe do next Friday because I think he's over in Switzerland or something. He might be gone for a while, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know when we're going to be and don't know what we're going to do. We're here.
Your newer drone yet with?
You never done with projects. We're never done with projects. Oops. See, we're never done with our projects. Bill,
I know who you are. And your wife.
I'm 65 years old today. Happy birthday, Tony.
Oh, happy birthday, yeah.
And Scott's on. And welcome to the show today. We're down here in Huntington Beach. Take a look at the ocean back there. See the waves crashing. And maybe we'll walk down that way before we end it up today.
There's Emery's current service call.
Hey, must be a hotel, or is that somebody's house?
It's somebody's house. They got some money.
Charge him double.
Yep.
That's why he's there, because he gets the big money when he comes out instead of sending the guys
Well,
out.
it's funny where we stayed because they had all the air conditioning units, where you had to walk down before you got into the elevator and all that stuff. And it was like, look, it says Emery HVAC, Emery HVAC, Emery HVAC. You must do that whole complex there.
That was when we were in Ocean City.
Yeah.
So not sure what's going to go on with Ocean City. We talked a little bit about the promoter change. So like in Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue now, the dealership was done by the same gentleman before that was doing Panama City. He's not doing it anymore. The owner, actually we had on our channel, what's his name?
Chase.
Big Trail.
Big Trail, Kyle.
Kyle's the owner. It's him and his brother.
He's the GM.
Yeah.
He's not the owner.
Well, him and his brother, I think, own it. I think his dad doesn't really have anything to do with it anymore. But when I asked Jeff, he said he is the owner. So one of the owners. There's two brothers, I think, that are actually in Big Trail Harley. But he still calls himself the GM. And he was asking us all these questions about what we thought about the vendors and stuff that he had, what we thought good, bad, and all that. And we told him, and I was kind of thinking, why is he asking me this? Chase takes care of all that. So then when we heard all the stuff was supposed to have been accused of, then we're like, oh, okay, now I understand what happened. I guess they're going to be doing it on themselves. Ocean City was the last big one that he was in charge of. That's where he comes us to get in and do some filming and stuff. We never got to talk to him there. We knew he was there, but we never got to see him. So we didn't know anything about it. You sent a text to me the other day, didn't you?
I texted
But
him.
you
It
didn't
was
write
his
back?
birthday. No, he did.
I'll get right
I
back.
told him we wouldn't talk about him,
Oh.
is what I said.
Well, it's. I just want to let people know that we do know about what's been written in the newspapers,
Yeah, a lot
the
of you
articles. A lot
guys-
of you have been sending us that and saying, "How do you know all about this?" Yes, we do. We do know what he's been accused of. We like it's just like watching OP live. Nobody's well, some of them you know they're damn guilty, but
Don't do it.
it's like it says across the thing, you're not guilty until you've been tried by your peers. And so in this case, we don't know anything, and we don't want to get involved with it because we don't really know what's going on. We hear rumors and we hear people talking to us and stuff about it stuff, but we never sat down and talked to him about it. I don't know if he wants to go public with it or not, and we'll just have to wait and see where it goes, and we hope for the best for him. So
because he's a good guy.
yeah,
I think it was just probably a few poor decisions at the wrong time, economic crisis that the world is in right now.
and it is, and
a
it's
bunch of different things.
and it's
but
like we're seeing the
I don't think
rallies,
anything
the
intentional.
rallies last year or this year, 2023 rallies have not been the attendance that we've seen in the past. It was a big, and it's getting
Big
worse.
drop.
And just like what we've seen in Myrtle Beach, it was really bad in Myrtle Beach for attendance and stuff. No matter what they're telling you, I could tell just by watching the videos of seeing what's behind
Even when we
people.
went in spring, I had told him, I said, you can tell it's not near as busy as the years past when we've only been down there a couple of years, but usually there's a lot of vehicle traffic.
Well, on the main drag,
because
that
of
runs between
the 17th.
yeah, that it's usually bumper to bumper traffic and all that, and it's really crowded. And even well, see that what makes Daytona's the same way. You have a lot of tourists. Myrtle Beach is like that. There's a lot of tourists. Panama City's like that. There's a lot of tourist people there that are taking up space too. So you see a lot. So the traffic gets really starting to get backed up, and we're not seeing that. This. I'm going to probably say this out of the 4 years we've been doing this, and we did the first 2 years or 3 years. We did Myrtle Beach during the fall
Spring and
rallies.
fall.
And this
2
is
years.
probably the smallest crowd I've seen. But a lot of things affect, freaking gas
It's
here is
outrageous.
like $6 a gallon here in California. It's insane. There was one station we seen for $4.99 and one for just regular unleaded. And then we seen so that's high. Food prices are high. It's like here we came here and well, we're on the beach, and that's what she said. Something her meal was $20, and she's like, "What, $20?" I said, "You're on the beach here." But I mean, we've gone to where did we go the other day, and we looked at it, and everything was at the Ford dealership where we bought the truck at. They had a little cafe. Everything there was $20 and up. Now they had everything. They sold shrimp and even the hamburger. The hamburger was $20, and that was just outrageous for just a little
Well, that's
diner
what
in
somebody
the
said, because
garage.
that's what he said, because I hate that. Once you go and you buy a car, so our appointment was at 10 o'clock and we got there a few minutes early.
But
We were
part
there
of it
quarter
is
till 10.
we looked at 3 different vehicles.
That does,
Yes, it does.
no, it doesn't.
Because it was noon before we made it, even
All
started
right,
thinking about a
okay,
decision.
and then we left at 5. 5 hours to sit there and so they can do whatever they're gonna do. Drives me nuts. And my son-in-law did that with the last car he bought. That's what he said. He said, "Here's the money, here's the check." He says, "When I come in, I want to get the keys, sign the paper,
He's
and
going
leave."
through brokers now.
And he's still there 4 hours, he said.
And no matter what, because they always want to try to sell you stuff, and they want to, like us, we already had our financing set up, but we would have had to come back because we're buying on the weekend, and our credit union's not open on Saturday and Sunday to get the loan. So we're already pre-approved and ready to go. I may refinance it anyway. We've got to call them up. I might get a better deal because the Ford came back and gave me a pretty good deal, just a little over 6% on this used truck. And the
Credit union usually
credit
will give
union
you
told
at
me
least-
6%. Well, they've told us in the past, I refinanced before, and they told you we'll always give you 1% less than what you're paying. You might get down to 5%, which isn't bad. So we did finance it. And so we'll see what happens. But if they tried to sell you, that girl didn't spend as much time as. But I mean, a lot of times, I think the salesman we had, which I think we run into this a lot, is somebody that's very new and doesn't like just him putting our information, because he said, let's just run it
3
through
times.
Ford Credit and see what you have. Well, see, I think my credit got compromised. We got a spam came through, and we thought it was through one of the banks. Gave my social security number, gave them all this. Then after I clicked on it, I'm like, I
'Cause
got a
they
bad
said you're
feeling
gonna
about
get
this.
well, you need to get a verification code and we'll send it to you. Well, it's supposed to be sent to my number. Didn't come. I said, oh my gosh, I think we just gave somebody else all of our
So I
information.
locked up hers. She didn't put her social security number. I put mine in. So I locked my credit down. And so I knew I couldn't get a credit. Well, my credit union, because we've been such good customers of theirs, I was already pre-approved, no checking my credit, nothing. I've always done paying the bill. So they were happy with giving me X amount of dollars on whatever I wanted to buy. So we were already set up for that anyway.
No comments.
So let's see what else we got. There's Emery HVAC. What's he saying? Just sent Tam up. We just seen the picture.
Yep.
Ocean. We are coast to coast. Yep, there you go. Up there's Arch on the house. Are you two in SoCal or in you replay? No, this is just in SoCal. So we're down in Huntington Beach.
We're at Kimberly.
So the idea of what I need to know about you, Art, is what is your hours you're working this week? We're only here till Saturday. We're probably going to go home. Saturday mid-morning, we'll probably head back to Arizona. So let us know what your schedule is, and maybe we can meet someplace. Maybe we can meet, because we're way down here in Huntington, staying at Kimberly's house. So maybe we can meet in Yorba Linda or something, have lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever. Let me know. I was going to call you.
Yeah.
So there's Facebook user just said, hey, you hit that little thing giving you permission to use your name, then we can see who you really are. Could be Karen.
No, Karen always puts a purple heart.
Oh, sorry, you're not Karen. And so we're down here at Huntington Beach. There's the beach. Sun's not out yet. It's got a marine layer
it's
still.
Fiona. That's who we stayed with at the doghouse.
Yep. We're working on your video. Actually, I got it done, but we're going to put it in the video that I get edited. We're going to do a little intro today. We're going to show everybody in Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue a little bit of a highlight video. I'm going to show you a great barbecue place that we found. Show you a little bit more of a ride that we went on, and show you where we stayed at. We stayed at an Airbnb, which was really neat. Haven't done one of those in a long time, probably about 40 years. Stayed in an Airbnb.
Oh.
Well, I guess we stayed in that house with Art in Georgetown. That was kind of like
St. George.
Yeah, so we stayed there, and that's probably
that was called Homes Away back
probably
in the day.
15 years ago.
2014. It was right after my motorcycle accident.
So check that out. So we did that, and so we're going to talk about this video, and we're going to do a little intro today down here at the beach. Hopefully the sun will come out so we can do it before we go back into town. So my daughter lives about 8 miles in. I think that's what it is. 3 miles in. I don't know. You got to weave through a neighborhood. Probably if you could fly back Crowley, probably only be a mile away.
Because we rode our bikes down here from her house before.
Yeah. Well, have a great day. I'm going to go play with the grandkids. There you go, Phil. Have fun. Awesome. We got Premier, Host, and Super Host recently. Hey, that sounds pretty neat. That sounds pretty neat. There you go. So he's off today. We'll be busy the rest of the week with some days working back to back. We'll slow down by Friday night. Oh, I don't know. Because we got to pick the grandkids up at 2. So that's not really enough time. Unless you jump on your motorcycle and come on down here to Fred's. So maybe if you're that busy, maybe Friday night we could do something.
You're going to drive out to Corona.
No way. So we meet him in like Yorba Linda. Take the back roads. Take the river bottom.
Friday night, you do not want to be on the 91. Not even anywhere close to it.
No. So we'll see.
Was it Friday we came down? And it was a 1, and the traffic was already all backed up.
Unless you want to come down this evening, but we probably would eat with the kids down here in Huntington someplace. Probably around the 405, the 22.
Long Beach.
Oh, you got to do a stupid game or something. But I mean, that deal.
Practice.
We told them the next time we come down here, we weren't going to haul the kids around every freaking night. You got to haul them into Long Beach. You got to haul them here. You got to haul them there. And it's like, it seems like every night. First, they told us it's just one night. That's it. And one kid has to go to Taekwondo on Tuesday, and that's it. And now, what is it, every night?
Well, no, I told her we weren't going to take him to Downing. So that was Wednesday night. So yeah, there was something Monday night, something Tuesday night, something Wednesday night, and they'll be home Wednesday night.
So got stuck with that deal again, and I said we weren't going to do that anymore. I don't mind watching them, but I want to tote them all over the place. The idea is you really want to spend time with them, and if they're playing games and all this stuff, you can't. I wish I could go to Indian Beach, but my bike is too loud for Indian Beach. Yeah, you're probably right, Mark. And so maybe, I don't know. Think about Friday night. They'll be home, so we can leave early and get there, depending on when maybe on your way home. If you want to stop, maybe someplace on your way home. I don't know what.
Are you working up in LA?
Probably. He always looks up there. Think about it. Let us know because they'll be home on
I'll
Wednesday
text you
night.
later.
So after Wednesday, we're available Thursday, Friday,
Or
and
maybe
that's it.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're leaving Saturday. So
There's
you
9
figure it out.
millimeter James.
There you go. He's a super subscriber for us. And you can join that down there in the notes below here. If you're watching on YouTube, you can join that, and that makes highlights your name, and you get a there. He's got a super sticker. One of these I got to figure out how to do the super stickers. I was going to make different stickers for how long people had been there, and I haven't done that yet. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. And
Because Rick's one too.
was he?
Yeah. He's green. He's more, there it is. See him? Go
Oh
down.
yeah, it didn't really look green with my glasses on. Doing okay. But he's got the super sticker. His is blue. And the longer you're there, the longer it is.
I don't know how it
Okay.
works.
So I do because I see where it's at, but it said you could download these emojis, and I found these emojis and well, you know, motorcycles and different things on it, and each one was a better picture. Like you started out with a bicycle, and then you went all the way up to, and I found them and I tried to download them, and it wouldn't work. So I don't know. It's hard to figure out all this stuff that they got going on. And I just watched a video today. A guy had like 1 million subscribers, and they took his channel down because
Gun.
one person. It's kind of like Adam Amzon. If any of you have been watching him, he had a lot of trouble last Thursday trying to put a video up. Or maybe it was Wednesday night, whatever it was. He was having trouble because they kept yellow flagging. When you yellow flag, you means they may not put any commercials on your video. So the idea is you could go ahead and put it up. They're not slapping you. They're not giving you a strike or anything for it, but it's something's in the video. Well, he hasn't been able to figure that out. I've been pretty good at able to figure it out. And I told him but when you go to other channels, for instance, like Prime Cut Pro, Awesome Documentary, they're up in there in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They get away with more than we do. And I don't understand that. It's just like what happened here. This guy had a 3D channel, and he showed you how you could make a clock and all this stuff out of a 3D printer. Well, they ended up telling him that wasn't very good, so he took it down. And then he found this other guy that's got millions of subscribers. His whole channel is about making guns with 3D and taking them out and shooting them and all this. And this guy didn't even have that in there. He was just his main channel was mainly all about how 3D. He's a geek. Showed you how to make 3D. He wasn't a gun guy. But he's seen other people putting videos out. Thought, yeah, I'll put one like that. Well, he ended up, even after he took it down, they ended up taking his whole channel away from him. And then the first they took it, they demonetized him. Then he wrote and complained and all that, and told him he took it down and all that. They remonetized him, and then a week later they took his whole channel down. He lost everything. So, and that's what they were trying to say. If people that are thinking that they have a full, it's like we know, like Prime Cut Pro. He lives off of this. This is where he's making his money and paying his bills and stuff. They could pull his channel tomorrow and take everything away from him, and you've got nothing. And they have that right. And some people say, well, it's a First Amendment right. No, you're on a site that somebody else is running. This isn't a public domain that we're on YouTube. You're on something that you're controlled by. That's why we don't, in our case, we try to watch what we talk about. We try not to talk about the politics, and we try not to talk about some of the crazy stuff that's going on in America and all this stuff.
If you watch that video on Myrtle Beach, and they were doing shots down in Myrtle Beach, and it was called, I don't know, it was a name. And what they did was they grabbed the guy's head, they shook it, they gave him the shot, and then they slapped him across the face. Well, if we would have shown that, Bob showed it until it got like there, and he cut it.
And then show you after the after effect. But if I would have showed that slap, I probably would have got a strike for that. And so if you get 3 strikes, you automatically lose your channel. If any of you watch Scotty, Scooter Tramp Scotty, his channel got pulled down. Now he talks a lot of political stuff, and that I think that's. And I just watched a video this morning again of his, and he's talking again about it. And it's like, if you want to go like I need to put some new stuff down here in our notes that I have not been doing, talking about we do have another channel now. We have the Odyssey that we're on. We don't make any money on that. There's a way that I haven't set it up yet that you can donate money to help watch. So it's the same videos here with no commercials. And I only got like 3 people signed up, but we don't talk to everybody about it. I did it mainly because if YouTube would decide one day you're done, you're out of here. I lost everything, all the videos now I have most of my videos, but the lives I don't have. We've lost a bunch of lives that YouTube dropped them off. And
The
so,
chicken bone lady, we can't find it.
yeah.
I think they just
And
took it
so
down.
we're going, I need to write them and ask them if it's just an error with mine. I would really like to have had all my lives. At least I could have gone back and I could have downloaded them. Would have been the same quality, but had it for future reference. Through this, until I delete them, I can download this video from StreamYard and I can re-edit this or whatever I want to do. Let's see what Art's got to say. Leaving for the desert of mountains on Friday night. I want a clear view of the sky on Saturday to film and take photos of the solar eclipse. They said actually down by the water here, they're talking. When I watched the video, or I guess it was on the news, that they actually said down on the coast here is going to be one of the best places in California to watch the eclipse from. But I mean, I didn't look into that. So, are you staying someplace then Friday night out there? Maybe we can meet you somewhere along the line going home out to 15 if you're going out that way. I don't know. Let us know. If not,
if he's going to like Palm Springs, that's
I know that's the other
out
way.
the 10th.
But I mean, you could go out the other way. You can go out towards, you get to 15 out.
Hesperia,
Yeah. Get out towards Palm, or get out towards Bakersfield or
Victorville.
all that. You get out that way, it's going to get dark. So let us know. Let us know. Let us know. So we're losing subscribers. So we're just about ready to wrap this up. I guess we'll get the bill from the young girl and we'll pay our bill and we'll take you down here and show you a little bit around the beach. If you've never been to Huntington Beach, it's kind of a really cool beach area here. It's one of the nicer beaches that they have. I really was, like I say, we're talking about doing a ride on the coast. We're going to do it in October here, which actually we'd be doing it. I guess we'll be back by now. And we were going to do it in the first week of October. And with the prices and all that, and things didn't work out, we didn't do it. So what we're looking at now is doing it the last weekend of May of 2024, right before we would be coming back, probably the Thursday of Memorial Day weekend before it starts. That way we're out of here. Get in, and hopefully we'll get some good prices on hotels and things like that, and all that good stuff. So. Our money. And it's pretty neat. It's let's see what Facebook is there.
Karen's watching.
Oh yeah, she just put her hearts on.
Yep.
And so welcome, Karen. We're here on the coast. We're gonna get ready to go down and take a walk down here and show you a little bit of Huntington Beach. It's really a cool area. A lot of times on the weekends they close the street down here and they have vendors and stuff. And you can sit out on the patio and stuff. It's kind of a cool beachy area. No matter what you think about California, you have some of the best riding in a state. It's different from Daytona. I mean, different from Sturgis. Sturgis, you got the hills and all that stuff. You don't have a lot of hills here, but I mean, we go out to Big Bear. Talk about a great ride. Big Bear is a killer ride to go down. Go down that hill, got some sweeping great turns. Me and Art's done that a bunch of times. And so, yes, there's some, you can ride to the desert. Desert's not so exciting other than just, but here riding the coast is my favorite ride of all. If I, anywhere, it even outdoes Iron Mountain. Because what's nice about the coast is it's the whole length of freaking California. So it's a 4 or 5 day ride if you do it right and you do some stops and check things out. And so it's a really great, and you're going to see so much stuff. And Art can tell you that. And got to get Art on. I'm meeting some friends, fellow photographers in Riverside, and we are all camping out at the night. All right. That's fine, Art. Maybe we'll see you on the next trip room. And if we don't catch you up on this time, then they're somewhere. You're live on YouTube. Say hi. What's your first name?
Bree.
And what hours do you normally work here?
I'm usually here 11 to 4, Monday through Friday.
There you go.
Thank you.
She was a very good waitress. So if you come down here to Fred's, check her out. And not bad. It cost us $46. So I had a big half-pound burger and fries. It was hot. Now, we did get in here right as they opened. It was super hot. What did you eat?
Burrito.
This thing was like, it's bigger. I can't even show you how big it was. She was like, holy smokes.
Burrito.
And I couldn't, neither one of us, we didn't eat any breakfast. We could not eat all of our food. It was so much there. It was really good. We like Fred's. They do have hamburgers. Most of it is a Mexican restaurant. They got a lot of Mexican food. You're right here on the corner of Main Street and the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. And it's really cool. You see a lot of great bikes and stuff right through here during the weekends. It gets really crazy. We're doing pretty good. Don't forget to tip her well. Yep, we always do. She's working. That's her job. She takes care of the tips.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the change, so it's an even amount, and so
Yeah.
I got to figure out the change first,
And then, but yeah, she did a really good job. And Art always likes to. Art always tips the pretty girl. That's why I said when he's seen her, he's like, that looks like a nice girl. Give her a big tip. Sometimes if you'd be the worst waitress in the world, as long as you're a pretty girl, Art gives good tips to them. And even some of the ugly ones, he's giving good tips to. Well, Art's a generous guy.
stick it under the thing.
$20.
Yeah, take a picture.
Get a picture of what?
My receipt.
Oh. Then we're going to be walking down. We'll walk down here and we'll take a look around and see what's going on. So I won't be answering any comments. We'll stop somewhere along here and answer some comments.
We made it to.
So we're in Huntington Beach, California. We're babysitting the kids. Karen wants to know. There's the beach right down here, Pacific Coast. This year we didn't do it so much. We have done it before when we did the fall rallies, or sometimes when we get back from the spring rallies of Daytona. It's great to come back here and say, hey, and within 1 week, we've seen the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, which a lot of people don't get to see that at one time. Some people may never have seen the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean. So we are very fortunate in what we've been able to do. A lot of you always say that. You wish you would like to retire and do our life. And it's got its ups and downs, good days, bad days. And but it is, we've met a lot of great people doing this. We made a lot of great content, a lot of contacts with business owners and people that own big businesses and stuff like that. It's great. People that we know that, just a lot of you, well, when we're in your area, tell us about different rides we go on, help us with getting motorcycles when we need a motorcycle and stuff. We just really have had a very unique opportunity that we've been able to do, and it's worked out. So far, we've never had anything, no major, other than tires blown out. Nothing major happened on the highways and things like that. So we've been very lucky, and I always worry about that when we're traveling, because if the truck would break down and we're on the way to Daytona, we're kind of screwed. You got about well, Daytona's not so bad because we're heading in February, heading over there. So we're there a month before it ever starts. So we're pretty good. But on some of the trips when we're doing it, we've only got, once Daytona's over, we head over to Panama City. As soon as Panama City, Leesburg and Panama City, they're back to back. Then Myrtle Beach comes back to back. So it really gives us, like this year going to Myrtle Beach, we've only got 1 day or 2 days to get to Myrtle Beach. Because you moved up,
that week.
you moved up the time we're getting there though. We're spending the whole time at the campground.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up and see.
Let me finish my tea.
So you went downstairs?
Yes. Why, were you going to the bathroom again?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Okay, I'm working until the end, but have a ripper good guys. Okay, thanks, Rowan. Thanks for joining us, and all the way from Australia over there, down under. And maybe someday he says he might fix it up for us
I
to come
think
too.
not this year, the 24, but I think in 25 he's going to come to Sturgis. He said.
Oh, I thought it was 24 he was coming. Oh, I
No,
can't
I
get up.
think 25 he said. I don't think he said next year. He said the year after.
Yeah, put your phones in here. Take the bag.
All right. Are you going to go across the street?
No, just stand right down here.
No, you're not going to go over and down the pier?
You're not gonna. You don't want to walk over there. You're gonna stay here.
No, I'm going to. Well, if you want to go over there and then come back and say goodbye.
Oh, let me turn this around. Oh, look, we're sponsored by Zipex. All right, let me look here at the camera. Hey, there you go. So here we go. Hopefully you guys didn't hear too much music while I was playing with that. So here's what it looks inside. Let me talk while most people, everybody's sitting outside. You got pool tables and all kinds of neat stuff in here. They got a person flying on the fan up there. Keep talking because we got music. They got free candy. Free candy. Always get an orange one. There's our menu. Kind of got a glare on it. Here you go. Eat at Fred's. So it's upstairs. So I got a big, look at all them stairs I got to go down. Hang on so I don't go tumbling down the steps. Tam's using the restroom, so she'll be down in a minute. Yeah, I'll walk across to the pier, and you guys can see the pier here. They usually have some vendors on there. A lot of the piers here have changed. They've had a lot over the years. This one actually got bikinis. So pretty neat. They've had a good steady flow of traffic here so we got here about 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. We got here to a lot of shops, surfing shops. Huntington Beach is a big area they do a lot of surfing at. A lot of competitions. Volleyball's real big in the area. Here, what's crazy is the crosswalk here is all at one time. So they stop. This one doesn't have it, but a lot of ones in California on the coast, they'll have a crosswalk that goes an X in the middle. So you can cross anywhere you want. But here, when this changes, we can go either direction. Everything will be open. So you can see the marine layer out there. It's kind of foggy a little bit. It's not burned off. Sun's not out yet. Now, we were up the coast in Long Beach earlier this morning, dropping our daughter off. They went to Catalina Island, and it was clear as could be. Sun was out, really nice. As we got closer here, got down to about Seal Beach, it started the marine layer. They call it a marine layer. It's fog. I don't know why they call it a marine layer. But this is Main Street. We look down. A lot of times on the weekends, they'll close this down. It's a pretty long one. It'd be a great place to have a bike rally, but California is not big on one here. They got a noise. If you got loud pipes, they will give you a ticket for it. So let's see if we're going to get the light this time. Yep, here we go. So everybody's walking. And it's kind of neat here. You don't know which way you're going to go. And not too long. It's about a 30-second walk. You got to get across the street. People honking. There's a motorcycle. This is a helmet state. Got to wear a helmet. I don't know what he's blowing his horn for. It's colorblind. Can't tell what color light is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that clown was honking at. Trying to pick him up some women or something. I don't know. He's yelling at somebody. But on the weekend, it's great to come down here and just watch bikes go by. Lots of bikes riding the coast. There's another motorcycle across the street there, coming up to the light. That wasn't a Harley. Wasn't sure what it was. Might have been a Kawasaki. Can't tell. So that's looking down Main Street there. There's a beach information. This is Duke's. It's a little bit nicer restaurant there that's on the beach. They do have some shops. They do have a restaurant at the end. Can't think what's down there at the end. They're starting to have every weekend here. It's October. They're having a beer garden. So a big skating area, great place to ride by. You can actually ride your bicycle from here all the way up to Santa Monica. It's pretty cool. Never done that. We've rode down here on our bikes from farther up in California, but there's somebody blowing balloons. A lot of people. There's volleyball people already out. There's already people out here on the beach, and it's about, I'd say, low 70s is what we're at. So just a quick look around. This is Huntington Beach, California. There might be other Huntington beaches. We got a few surfers way out there. There's one riding in. 3 of them riding in on that wave. Get a little closer, you can see the surfers. Lots of tourists. But yeah, a lot of people come out on the beach. Smile. We're on Huntington Beach. Oh, there goes the Beach Patrol. Baywatch. That was filmed up in Malibu, the beach there. I can't think of the name of the beach. The original one was. I think the second one was filmed someplace else. Florida or something. Australia. I don't know. Sure. If you guys can see the surfers yet. Surfers here all day long. If you want to see the really good ones, you go up. You can got people playing music. So all kinds of entertainment going on. And this is probably one of the more cleaner beach areas you're going to go to, other than if you go down to Laguna. You want to see That's where all the richy fartsy party people live down in Laguna. We've been there. Got some cool restaurants and stuff down there. Look, it's Zartor. Read your fortune. Oh, look, there's like got a little doggy. Fake. They're making their pennies. Making pennies. Can you see the servers? There's some girls in bikinis down there. Where's Adam when I need him? He can get down there and do some filming for me. He should be heading, guess he's heading to Daytona. I don't know if he goes home before he goes to Daytona or not. We haven't, he's been pretty busy. A few people down there in some bikinis. There's a little kid. A little girl walking down there. She's got a white top and blue bottoms. But yeah, it doesn't matter what the temperature is here. They're going to wear, they're coming to the beach. We're going to put our swimsuit on. Lots of surfers out there. We got a lot of them on this side too. Catalina Island. We can't even see Catalina Island from here. Usually you could see that if it wasn't so hazy, marine layerish. Her sticking her stomach out makes her look pregnant. Yep, somebody left their hat. A Z hat. Surfing in. Bigger waves are on the other side. Don't know what that kid was screaming about. Oh, Tam's coming this way. She decided she's coming across the street. Shouldn't stand so close in case my phone falls off. I'm not going swimming to get it. Shouldn't fall off. There's a lifeguard tower. And the beach truck. Baywatch. I think we're giving you some. Water's not very clear, clean looking here. Kind of a greenish color. Some brave souls. What are you eating, candy? I brought one. I already haven't opened it though. I couldn't get it open. I don't have enough hands. Showing up bikini girls. I said I need Adam to help me. Get down there and chase them girls
See all
for
the surfers out
yeah.
there?
This side had more action. They were surfing more on this side than that
Were
side. Yeah, they were earlier. There's a guy way over there. He's up. He's down.
It's sticky.
And them waves crashing.
And the water out here is way cooler than the water on the
Yeah,
Atlantic.
that's the reason we don't get hurricanes on the Pacific side.
Usually.
Well, it really wasn't a hurricane we got here. We just got a lot of rain and wind. But because the water is so cold, a lot of times here the water is like 55, 60 degrees average here.
By talking, I didn't get the cameras back out.
Yeah, a few people. You got your glasses on?
Not really. Karen, she said, gotta go. Rowan says, haha. Richard, yes, for the 100, or that was for me. 85th, he's going. Rowan. Greg M says, hey, Bob and Tam from Canton, Ohio. I have relatives that live there. Beaches are similar to the Gold Coast. And something mile. Or 90 Mile Beach. 90 Mile Beach. Not like the water in Cancun.
Nope.
You can see straight down.
People doing some fishing out here. Never really seen anybody pull a fish in, but they're always out here fishing. I mean, have you ever?
No, I
Out
guess
of all the
I
times we've
haven't,
been
no.
here?
Not really. Oh, there. Did that guy? He just got a itty bitty one. Look at how big it is.
I don't see it.
See it? He's got it in his hand, straight in front of you.
In
It's
the blue
a
shirt
big-
and a gray shirt?
No, the gray
Oh,
and the hat.
way down there.
Oh, he's gonna throw it back in. There he is. See it?
Yeah. Gonna use it for bait.
Oh. Oh, maybe it is just bait. I was thinking he caught it, but maybe he didn't. Use a little fish to catch a bigger fish, and use that bigger fish to catch a bigger fish, and then
Then you get a bigger fish to eat you.
yeah.
Isn't that how it works in the
Yeah, I tell you,
cartoons?
Kimberly and Tad made it out there, and Tad survived.
Oh, was he? They got phone service then?
I guess.
Probably bad because it's all foggy. Is it foggy out there?
She didn't say. Well, it wasn't foggy where we dropped him off up in Long Beach.
We should be able to see it out here, and I can't see it.
Oh, well, because it's foggy.
Yep.
Marine layer. Got some clams.
I got some
Oyster. No,
Yeah.
it's not oysters. I would think
Clams.
they're clams here.
guy surfing. He's up.
There he goes. Can you see it with the thing?
No.
Oh, he's down.
He's down. Another guy going. My motorcycle channel shows you surfing.
That guy's up.
Never go to Hawaii. I want to film that. I think that'd be cool. Those guys that ride inside the waves.
For somebody who doesn't like the water, he sure likes the beach. Facebook says, I figured I would go seashell hunting there.
No, there ain't many seashells here.
No. It was up in Pismo, I think. Was it? Where did we go when they were?
I don't know.
Maybe it was up in Washington.
What they got down there now? What's the name of that called?
Boards Street.
Used to be, what was the restaurant was down there? I can't remember what was down there.
Rubies.
Oh, Ruby's. Oh,
Oh,
he's still going.
Yeah, he.
Looks like a girl.
I don't know.
Had long hair.
That doesn't mean anything.
I think that's a girl. Let's see if she got any boobies. Oh, he's got a fish. Oh, fish off of there.
Oh, the fish came off.
Oh, did it? Yep.
Wait, it's not as big on this side.
No, that's why I said there's so many over here, and just because it's so crowded, they don't. That's looking back at Huntington Beach. Goes down there. If you look down that direction, is Seal Beach. They have a big, giant dog beach here. We used to take all the dogs to. Well, this guy might have caught a fish. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he's.
No, fell off. Dang. Oh,
Ciao.
sorry.
You got a
They want
shark.
to see the big fish too, huh?
No fish. Maybe you can clean your fish.
Yeah, the little doggy saying, give me
Oh.
a piece.
They got a whole setup here for fishing. Hold their wagon in. Hold behind their bicycle. They even got surfboard racks here that you put on your bicycle, and the surfboard hangs on the side. I've never seen that anywhere but
Sometimes
here.
if you go down on the boardwalk, you'll see dogs skateboarding.
Yeah. He used to be on TV.
Yeah, it's a bulldog. I think I've seen more than one, but the bulldog was the most famous.
Yeah. To keep one leg down.
But he could keep it going.
Yeah. So, this is world famous Huntington Beach. This pier was completely washed out, I don't know, a long time ago. And
And since we lived here,
they
'cause
made
I think
it-
it used to be
they
wood.
made it concrete.
Yeah, it used to be wood.
They had another one a couple years ago, got done up in,
Up by Malibu.
no, farther up. Can't think of that one. Up there by past the college.
Rogers State Park.
No, it's past that. Will Rogers, that's where they did Baywatch was filmed.
Yeah.
The first ones. Second one, I think, was in Florida or Georgia or Australia or someplace. I don't remember.
Venice Beach is where we should take them up to. Show them Venice Beach.
You got to do that on the weekend.
I know.
You'll see anything and everything you'd ever thought you never would see.
And never would never want to see.
Yeah. That was my favorite place to hang out at, just to watch. Well, that's we got Muscle Beach. If you wanted to see like Arnold Schwarzenegger or the guy that played the Hulk, all them guys that's where they used to work out at. And a lot of the bodybuilders, that's been there for. There used to be a bar we used to go to. It was called Muscle. Was it Muscle Beach Bar?
That was Dean's.
Oh, but he was a weightlifter and was real famous.
It was right under Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah. He's probably dead by now. It was probably like over 25 years ago. We haven't been in there to eat for a long time. I haven't been to Venice Beach. I couldn't even say it last time we went.
No, it's been a long time.
We took the hog group down there once. But I mean, you wouldn't believe on Monday, weather's, I said we're getting into by
80s today.
Yeah, it's supposed to get 81 here. I don't think we're nowhere near that now, but it's definitely warmer now than we started. Unless I'm just hot from walking.
Probably. Partly.
That's for the people that said, "Oh, find those shells."
Yeah, there's the shells you found on Huntington Beach.
No, see. I didn't know Zotar was a Mexican.
Those guys playing a fiddle.
I got him coming through.
No. I saw a guy with a guitar, but he was down further.
Oh no, I didn't see a guy with a guitar.
He was sitting on the bench. He wasn't really playing it.
Didn't know. There's a pretty cool place. The guy.
Maybe he saw you coming.
Yeah, I filmed him earlier. I filmed him earlier.
Didn't give me any money.
Well, I just walked by. I was on the other side. Couldn't hear him anyway because I got the microphone turned the other way. You don't realize the millions and millions of people that watch our channel. He might have been a star next week. You can rent your own bicycles down there.
That's somebody else's bicycles.
Well, you can rent a bicycle.
Said you could rent your own bicycle down there.
You can rent your own bicycle to ride.
It's not yours. Is it?
They got bathrooms on the beach down there in those little buildings. This is kind of a cool place. We made here a few times. A little more expensive. We don't have as good a view because you're down low. Fancy restaurants upstairs. Yeah.
That with the guitar.
Oh, I seen him earlier. So, what do you think of Huntington Beach?
Somebody wrote something. I don't know who it is. George. Went to coast beaches. Seem to have different vibe than others. Than the East Coast. Thanks for the update.
There's definitely, after we travel, yes, definitely different. One thing here is you've got a lot of the beach towns. We could spend a month here putting a video up every day of different beach towns because all of these are on the beach, where California is the only state that I know you cannot own the beach. So like these restaurants bought this property here in front. They don't own that. Once past that sidewalk, well, actually the sidewalk is owned by the city here. So you can, so I said, that's what makes California so cool. There's so many great beach towns here. I was talking about Laguna for the rich folks. That's kind of a cool beach town.
That's an artsy town.
That's kind of a lot of great places to eat, but you're sitting on the beach. It's like I say, you go down to Florida and stuff, very few of the bars are actually on the beach. And then here, there's parking now. Like you can't park here, but you get down a little farther, there's parking all along here. There's plenty of parking. You know, down in Florida, that's the thing I hated about Florida. You go down there to the beach. If you're not there at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, the 100 spots. The 100 spots they have are booked, and you can't park anywhere because they're all, you know, Airbnbs or whatever they might be, taking up the spots. So you
condos.
So here, once we get down here a little bit past these, probably past that second light, it's parking, metered parking all the way down.
Both sides.
Yeah, for probably a mile or more. And then we got a lot of big parking lots. This is a big giant parking lot, goes over here. There's a parking lot there. There's another one down below it that you can park at. There's a lot of parking up here. Everything's metered. There's some garages you can park in. So most of California beach area is like this.
That's where we were sitting.
Yep. So if you look up there, there's Fred's sign up there. I can't see my finger. So we were sitting right at that table right there.
Green shirt.
Yeah. I don't know if they could see the green shirt or not. That's where we were just sitting at, giving you the shots. If you watched the beginning of the video, first half of the video, 3/4 of the video, we're going to end the video. We'll show you the new truck and we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up. Rascaline rabbits, you. No motorcycles. Seen two earlier. There's bicycle. Oh, look at that guy go. Big bicycle communities.
Yes.
Here we go.
Should walk the other side.
And don't matter. We can hurry up and get on the other side. They might want to see these fine girls walking this way.
Yeah, little girl.
There are the other ones behind them. I don't know. You know, I can't tell nowadays. I think she wanted to be cool, and then she didn't realize that I have no idea what that guy's shooting for. You can cross again. We still got 9 seconds to get across. So yeah, that's what's cool about this California. Most of the beach towns have intersections like this. Some of them even got the double cross in the middle. Now, as you get up, when you get farther into LA, but it's over here. It's not that one. Oh, is it that one?
That's his sister. That's her name. She
That's
was not a surfer.
No. I wouldn't even know what a surfboard is. She's my oldest of all my siblings, I guess you call that.
All of them. All
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah.
She's
I have a
7
brother and a
years
sister.
older.
Brother's 5 years. So there's Fred's up there on top. Got all these restaurants underneath. It's just a really cool restaurant. We eat there a lot. One, you got a great view. They got drink specials and stuff. I was thinking about getting me a Mai Tai, but it is kind of early for a drink. But we got a BJ's. BJ's restaurant is a really cool place. There's
cross country now.
Yeah, they're kind of neat. She always liked the salad, but they kind of changed it now.
Yeah, the Asian salad.
Asian
They
chicken.
used to have it was a sweet sesame dressing, and now they changed it and it's ginger, and I don't like ginger. Right up there with cilantro.
So they have a lot of really cool bars and stuff down here. You can sit out on. There's a couple of them up here. You can actually sit out on the sidewalk out here. They've got an area for you to sit. All kinds of little touristy shops. Yep. To check out. They have entertainment. They got bands and stuff will play. Some of these bars have changed names. There's Hurricanes. We've been up there in that bar. That's called Second Floor. I don't know. That was called something else before. Here's our truck. Here's what we got. And so there's our fine little truck. And it's a 2021. It's got had almost 19,000 miles on it when we got it. Well, it's 18 something. It was over 500. So that's what we just got. And take you through. Let's go over here and sit down real quick, and then we'll do our little ending. And the place sit down is halfway clean here. All right. Only 17 on. We've lost a lot of people.
I don't care about the beach.
I guess not. They were bored with it. Let's see. Camera. Let's flip the camera around so you can see us. And we'll wrap it up for an evening here. Hey, there we are. So, it's a little zoomed in. I guess I hit to try the second camera to see if it looked any better, but it didn't. So with that, we're going to leave you here at the world famous Huntington Beach, California.
Thanks for hanging out with us today, and keep in your thoughts and prayers Israel and all the Americans that have been held hostage, and hopefully they get home soon. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
What the heck is that guy yelling about over there? Now he quiets after we stop. We stop, and now he gets quiet. So that, we'll see all you guys later. See ya. Got some videos coming up. Stay tuned.